Hello everyone, welcome back to That Catholic Game Dirty Plays. This is The Police. It's a little unusual to see the title screen here, right? Well, the thing is that at the last episode, right before the checkpoint, because it saves typically after the end of every day, there actually was a cutscene. And so, but in order to make sure that everything was safe and secure in terms of saving and stuff, I didn't really show that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to splice that cutscene into this video, and it'll actually come from the previous day, and then we'll just go ahead and start the day. So when the I'll just be right back. Okay? All right. See you in a bit.
Oh, Jack, you always come back so late.
What's wrong? Bad news?
Good news, Jack. Laura is ready.
Ready how? She's coming back? When?
Not that fast, Jack. Laura's ready to talk. But if she's ready to talk, she's getting ready to come back. You just need to find the right words. You can find the right words, right, Jack?
I'm not an idiot.
I didn't ask for this, Jack. It's the middle of the night, and I'm alone on an old farm, 40 minutes away from anywhere, sat on a creaky porch, and now I'm getting snapped at. I came here so you could personally promise me that you'll be able to find the right words. So let's try again. You can find the right words, right, Jack?
I can find the right words, Mrs. Markham.
That's good to hear. Tomorrow night at 3 o'clock at the Octopus Restaurant. You know it?
Yeah, but it's closed at night.
Oh, I've arranged for them to be open. Don't be late. But don't come too early either.
Mrs. Markham?
Yeah?
I should probably offer you some tea or something before you go.
Do you have any tea?
No.
Good night, Jack.
And we're back on day 30. This is 30 days of being the chief of Freeburg Police. So let's go ahead and take a look at what's going on for today. Debbie's Cafe charged with health and safety violations. Biannual report, more deaths than births in Freeburg. Wow. This is like in the 50s, right? Or 50s like, so that'd be like, it's outpacing baby boomers, I guess. But you know, that's actually an interesting little, tidbit in terms of like a moral state of Freeburg, is that there's more death than life going on. So that's actually has some moral nuance to it. I'll give it credit for that. Red Cat rescues girl from rapist. I wish you could actually open up that story, because that'd be like something else. Because not only was it rescued a girl, but it's a cat no less. You know, the source of all evil in the universe. So let's go ahead and start the day. You're on shift B. My son was in a car accident. Doctors are fighting for his life right now. I just can't manage to work today. Can I have the day off? Yes. They say it's going to rain today, and I have a very weak immune system. I'm afraid I might get sick. Can I go home before it starts? This is the most ridiculous ridiculous excuse. Having said that, Yancey has been a solid cop up until this point, so I'm going to say yes. Don't I have like a vacation policy for some of these people? Who knows? Anyways, we're down 2 cops for the day. I'm going to have to, let's go ahead and pull something up here. Don't You Leave Me Here. Haven't gotten copyright protected for this song, so let's go ahead and turn it on and see what happens. Okay. So yes, we can make requests to City Halls. We can add job offer slot. We definitely need a detective. No, first things first. Raise, detective, and then the SWAT upgrade. I think we've been doing alright with City Hall. So we should get at least 2 of these, I think. Butinsky. Alright, let's go ahead to Desire Park. Desire Park. Let's see. Retiree Manny Mersch called in a report of a fight between a little girl's father and a dog lover whose Rottweiler has frightened the child. The men were busy settling matters. The dog was spotted running towards the amusement park. We're going to go start out with... we'll take Pandanga and Butinsky. who is like... Podanga is like a super professional, and Batinsky is kind of like his comedic sidekick. So let's go ahead and do that. Any investigations going on? Get some detectives on this. Okay, so they're at home at the moment. Beasley is at home. I'm going to put Newberry and Armstrong on here, just so that we have people working on this case during the daytime. During Shift B, I'm sorry. Fight report. Offender caught, officers unharmed. Batinsky gets a little more professional. Podanga becomes a little more godlike. Unlawful assembly. It seems City Hall is the unhappy target of spontaneous demonstrations. Some 20 people have gathered to protest against the increasing garbage tax. The protesters are behaving peacefully, but are demanding to speak with city officials. Alright, let's go ahead and... You know how we all handle protests around here in Freeburg, right? You know, with potentially excessive force. But let's go ahead and just get that. So we're talking about 20 people. I think that should be enough for that. They didn't call in the SWAT, so I guess that means that we don't really need them. But we may get a reinforcements needed situation. Robbery at the city center. Tiffany Lee, visiting the local mall, encountered a hooded man and grabbed her expensive bag and bolted. She immediately called the police. Isn't the mall safe anymore? That man must still be in the building. Please hurry. So, we're going to send Podanga and Donut. Are you serious? I didn't even see that before. Sure, why not? Okay, let's go ahead. Send him out. Unlawful assembly report. All's well that ends well. Offender caught. Officers unharmed. It's not really an offender, I guess, in that situation. Well, there are like 20 of them. Should be like offenders, plural, I would think. And so far, the offender attempted to escape the mall, but the guards blocked the door. He turned and fled back inside, looking for another way out. Order that go run after him. The offender ran to the skating rink, then slipped and fell on the ice. As he struggled to regain his footing, he pulled out a knife from his pocket. Use pepper spray on him, take aim at the man, try to seize the knife, use pepper spray. That's probably the best way to handle that. Good stuff. Officer unharmed. Batinsky already with 2 cases, and he's actually doing alright for somebody who is just not very good. Let's go ahead. Counterfeiting. A woman put up a tent in the park and is inviting everybody to come buy a new highly profitable currency, which will rise 10 times in value over the coming weeks. A long line is already formed, and people are starting to push and curse each other. And my mouse just died again. Oh, so annoying. Kachi, Alston, and Ozaki. Let's go ahead. People are getting a little rough, but that should be sufficient for this. I'm gonna have to buy a new gaming mouse. I keep hearing the doo-doo-doo from Windows telling me your mouse is disconnected and just reconnected. So irritating. Whoa! The situation is more serious than we thought, requesting reinforcements. Alright, we're gonna send Podanga and Donut and Batinsky. Wow, we can actually send quite a few people. Let's send Fraser, because we'll keep Purdy and J Boogie back just in case. But we don't want this situation to get out of hand. Theft at a bus stop. Alright. Frank Conroy's wallet was stolen at a bus stop. He quickly noticed the loss, and he's hunting the pickpocket with his friends. The group is blaming everyone in sight, and the situation is quickly escalating. The matter may soon come to blows. Purdy, J Boogie, go ahead and take care of that situation. Counterfeiting report. Offender caught. Officers unharmed. Good stuff. We found some money. Cool. Officers found money in the crime scene. What do you want to do with it? I'm gonna ask the cops to bring it to the police station. Totally. I don't know what happened to that money all of a sudden. Must have been lost in transit. Anyways, the important thing is that the offenders were caught and that everything went peacefully. Alright. Disorderly conduct. A man came to the hospital with a very large dog. The dog was on a leash and wearing its muzzle, but it was growling and jumping at the other patients. Duty nurse warned the man that it was against hospital policy to bring animals into the building, but the man just snarled at her and refused to listen. Let's see here. Let's go send Podanga. He's the only person that we can send. Actually, you know what? Let's just go ahead and send Donut to go ahead and handle the situation. He looks like a bulldog somewhat, so I think that'll work. Theft report. Offender caught, officers unharmed, civilians unharmed. Good stuff. I knew sending just the two of them would work out. Butinsky's coming along nicely. Alright, mass riot at the Corn Monument. Really, approximately 100 people have gathered in the park to protest the construction of a new casino near the cemetery. Soon after, a group of pickup trucks pulled up and several strong men climbed out. Without saying a word, they began to fight with the demonstrators. That is bad. We are going to send SWAT and the paddy wagon and Ozaki and Butinsky. Actually, we'll keep Ozaki behind right now. Yeah, so let's do that. We still want to at least keep at least 2 officers on standby, just in case. If it gets more serious, we can send the 2 of them and then maybe send everybody else. Disorderly conduct report. Offender caught, officer unharmed. Donut is going to come back. I don't think we'll get him in time, though, by the time everybody arrives. But we'll see. The fight is in full swing. Some of the combatants are carrying weapons into the fight in an attempt to detain the hooligans. Shoot into the air in an effort to pacify the crowd, surround the park, and order everyone to calm down. Let's go ahead and try to do that. Cool. We did bring the SWAT, so I guess that was a legitimate strategy. Alright. I briefly thought about shooting in the air, but I thought that might actually be a bad idea. Assault. The reason why... I probably should finish that thought. The reason why firing in the air could cause people to panic. A young DJ, let's see, Levgood Mini Market parking lot is assault. A young DJ, upon exiting a store, ran into a strange-looking man wearing a black and red robe. First, the man knocked his energy drink from the DJ's hands and told him on the merits of drinking human blood. His demeanor became threatening and demanded money for protection from the forces of darkness. A fight between the two men erupted, during which DJ suffered several bites. The attacker began to accost other passengers by, including a frightened group of teenagers, and then sunk his teeth in the shoulder of an elderly woman. Dude is high or something. Let's go ahead and take care of that situation. J-Boogie hasn't gotten a lot of action, I think. You know, he's like got a bar. So that's interesting. But so far so good. We've almost had a perfect day. Hopefully nothing else happens as a result of craziness at the last minute. Hit and run report. We got to open the investigation. We have 3 new frames. Good stuff. Let's see here. Is he walking? According to this, he was either not walking in the intersection or walking in the intersection. Let's see. Potsy died on impact. A heavy vehicle struck him at high speed. The bruises on his body show traces of a grill. So you might be looking for a Jeep of some... Well, that's interesting. I guess that's Potsy's car? Or something like that? We'll have to take a look. Fixes clothes show traces of gray paint. Alright, so that looks like... That could look like... That's pretty much our truck. Let's see, on the parking lot, a motorcycle. I figured it was bikers. When I ran closer, I saw the road was empty. Then I saw the body, so I called the police. Motorcycle tracks and shattered glass were found at the crime scene. Nearby intersection, surveying a group of bikers. Behind them, you can make out a gray Jeep with a cracked windshield. That is not a cracked windshield. That is a cracked windshield. He gets whacked pretty good. Let's see. I didn't notice anything suspicious, so there was a gray truck that didn't have any license plates. Followed us around the park from the restaurant, but then it turned off somewhere. This is going to be interesting. Okay, so let's see what we can do here. So he's not in the intersection, but he is in the intersection in that one. So, or the walkway. So what we can do is... So Mr. Murphy, the victim's limo driver, said that to walk the city at night, just take him after a long business dinner. We pulled up to the park near the monument and didn't notice anything suspicious, although it was a gray truck that didn't have any license plates. So did that. He crossed the street. He gets whacked. Windshield. Maybe here. There we go. I nailed it. Awesome. Henry Sand, Mafia Lieutenant of the Sand family. He is indeed a suspect. We're going to go ahead. The lead is not on the case, but we can go ahead and get Padanga and Kachi, send 2 of our best, and we will send the SWAT. Henry Sand is very dedicated to his family. Let's go ahead. Lower chance of success, but we're going to go ahead and send the cops in anyway. I think the SWAT should be able to handle that. An assault. Offender caught, officers unharmed. Good stuff. That's the only downside to solving the case when the leads aren't there, is that the lead is going to be taking the day off, so I can't send him. Maybe I should try to drag him just in case. But we'll see. Hit and run report. Offender caught. Good stuff, and that's the end of the day. Case closed. Excellent. We are able to arrest all suspects. And we're going to end the day. So that worked out pretty well. We're going to go ahead and just end the day here. And I think that's all. Oh, we got another cutscene.
According to Mrs. Markham, I was supposed to spend all day thinking up the right words. But to my surprise, I did my best work when I shut my head off. I didn't even want to think why Laura decided we'd meet at 3 o'clock in the morning, and in a restaurant we'd never gone to. I didn't know what to tell her, and something tells me she's no more ready for this meeting than I am. By nightfall, I finally stopped worrying. The right words would come when they were needed. And if they don't come at all, then so be it.
Uh-oh. Oh!
I've heard said, when you're knocked out by a single blow, you don't have time to feel any pain. Well, that's a lie. It's painful as hell. Every day I spent in that coma, the pain was unbearable.
Wild Corruptionist. What is this? Rogers Code made in Freeburg? Okay then. I guess we'll pick game A. Got him. Got you too. Oh, his pants came down. This is bizarre. Interesting. Okay. Okay. Did not expect to have to do Twitch skills in this game, but sure, why not? How long does this go on for? Okay, well, I moved on to the next stage. Okay, yay! This is weird. I win? Sure, why not? That was surreal. Day 55. Okay, we've been in a coma for a while. Day 56.
Yeah, I heard about that already. But what if they decide to spill it to the papers? We need to start thinking now about covering our asses. I know people who can deal with this, but they'll need at least a week. Plus, if we want to...
Lieutenant Stat, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I have Jack Boyd on the line.
Who?
Jack Boyd, sir. He's calling from the hospital.
Gibson, I'll call you back. Don't do anything without my team. Jack, Well, wow. I didn't know you were awake. Doctor said you could be in that coma for months, even years. How are you feeling?
Tell me who's in control, Martin.
I don't think I follow you.
For God's sake, Martin, tell me it's you running the department and not some stooge from the mayor's office.
Yes, Jack. I am performing the duties of the police chief, but the new man's coming on Saturday, Kevin Paulson.
Kevin Paulson?
Yes, it's the guy from the...
I know who Kevin Paulson is. Now listen carefully, Martin. I'm coming back to work. I'm Freeburg's police chief, and it's gonna stay that way for another 4 months. Now you get on the phone and do whatever needs to be done. You run into any problems, threaten them with the media, court, or blackmail. But I don't think they'll give you any trouble. The mayor knows it's easier to just wait until the winter than deal with a scandal. Oh, and assemble a press conference.
Listen, Jack, I know the truth is on your side, but you have to take into account...
Martin, how long since you transferred to my department?
Coming up on 5 years now.
How many times in the last 5 years have you come to my birthday party? How many times have you come to the farm when I had the boys over?
Never had the pleasure, but...
Never. Because you couldn't care less. And I don't care for you either, Stet. It wasn't me who appointed you deputy, and you wouldn't have been my first choice. But if you do ever come over to my house, you won't miss the big hole in my backyard. Garbage pit. You know, for old rubbish. A smelly hole filled with rotten furniture and other crap. So, Stet, if I even for a moment doubt your devotion, you'll go straight into that pile of trash. Maybe you'll get to catch up with some old friends. You remember Kendrick, don't you?
I'll schedule the press conference for tomorrow, all right, Jack?
The day after tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going shopping.
Oh, day 57. We're just trucking along here, aren't we? Now you have a new car. We hope it will help you fulfill all your secret dreams. Okay. There you go. You have new clothes. We hope they'll make you feel younger. Now you have a new hairstyle. We expect this luxurious set of hair will easily convince everyone that you are a king among men. You have a new attitude. From now on, you're a true warrior. One who will not suffer the idiots who stand in his way. You are independent and self-confident. What the heck is going on? One last detail is missing. Fashionable sunglasses. They give you a final touch to your image. The image of the peerless tiger. Good morning, says the saleswoman. How can I help you? Thank you. I'll get what I need myself. Thank you. I'm used to making decisions without any assistance. Thank you. I know exactly what I want. Alright. Sure, why not? I'll go with the green. I like green. These sunglasses tell everyone that you'll stop at nothing. Sure, why not? Buy for 500. Now you have new fashionable sunglasses. May they transform not only your appearance, but how you feel.
No, that would be too much.
So you just wasted 500? Come on, Jack. Come on, man. Day 10. Okay. Just mostly cutscenes for today.
Wow, Jack, what's with the outfit? You planning on...
The pit in the backyard, Martin. Always remember about the pit in the backyard.
Don't talk to anyone before the press conference starts. I'll try to get you on stage quickly. Kevin Paulson is here. He wanted to...
Jack! I hardly recognize you. That's quite an image for a man like you. An old dog with a new trick, right? We should see each other more often. How long has it been?
Last time I saw you, I fired you, Kevin.
Ha! You mean the day I resigned in protest over the corruption and lawlessness at your police department, right?
Yeah, repeat that shit often enough, someday you might start believing it.
You know, Jack, I'm glad that everything turned out so well. Unlike you, I've made good use of the past 7 years. My new construction company keeps getting jobs from the city, and we're doing really well. I have a new house, new hobbies, even a new wife. Maybe you've met her. Shelley Rogers.
Oh, Shelley Rogers. So you really are in bed with the mayor.
It's a dream come true. All my dreams have come true. Only one thing remains. to bring order to the Freeburg Police Department.
You being serious, Kevin?
I'm serious as ever, Jack. I'm the most serious man you know.
It's not often you see the past and the future Freeburg police chiefs at the same press conference. I hope you have time to talk, Kevin. There's something we need to discuss. Jack, the reporters, they're waiting for you.
My retirement plan somehow just got turned into a circus. Fortunately, I'm pretty good at swallowing swords and jumping through burning hoops. They all seem to like it.
Alright, press conference number 2. Good morning. Mr. Boyd, is that a new hairstyle? Yes, sir, let's just chum it up. I feel like a different person, so I figured I'd look like one too. Do you know the person who attacked you? No, not this time. I didn't recognize him. City Hall has yet to give you definitive answers as to whether you'll be returning to your post. Do you believe Rogers will decide in your favor? Yes, of course. Of course. I'm Freeburg's piece of chili. Well, that's not the way I wanted to answer that question. Do you think what happened to you somehow affected you? We'll see. Why guess? Let's wait a bit and find out. Thank you. Alright, checkpoint day 59, I guess. Jack Boyd, unable to name attackers. Jack Boyd recovers from head injury. Police chief awakens from coma. So all the news is about me. So I guess that's it. We're coming up on 25 minutes, 24. It's kind of a short episode, but I think I will cut it off for here. So thank you very much for joining me. It's been that Catholic Gamer Dude playing This Is the Police. Thank you very much, and I'll see you next time.